When public transport from a certain section of Kenya, a certain area of Kenya, is jam-packed with people traveling in one direction, then you know that there's something wrong. And if you're in Kenya, you know we are about to go into a general election. How sad. Because in this day and age, decades after independence, it should not be necessary for anybody to relocate temporarily for an election or for any other reason. It is so sad. Shame on you Kenyans. Shame on us Kenyans. On my show today, I dive into this very controversial topic and I give you the latest of what is happening out there with Kenyans as the mother of all general elections in Kenya looms large and close and getting closer. Welcome to my show today, where I keep you updated as we count the days and as we count the hours. Please vote wisely. Please think deeply before you vote, because all our futures are intertwined and they heavily depend on all of us making a wise decision. But for now, let's get on with this. Twende kazi. And the mother of all general elections in Kenya draws closer and closer. And I'm afraid the news coming in, the trends are really not good. The latest information I received a few hours ago is that there seems to be a large number of Kenyans relocating temporarily from a certain part of the country. And they're relocating temporarily until after the general elections. Okay? And in many other parts of the country, Kenyans are not relaxed. You see, ordinarily, what is supposed to happen is that an election should just be a normal thing. After all, we have elections every 5 years. Therefore, I should be able to go and vote in the morning and then go back to work and continue building the nation. But the reality in Kenya today is that that can never happen. Indeed, even the children are home from school. And a parent was telling me just a few hours ago, when I asked them, when are your kids supposed to report back? He told me he's not following the official date. Tutangoja uchaguzi, alafu tusikilize Kenya kidogo. Alafu tukishasikiliza Kenya, tukiona mambo ni sawa, ndio sasa nitarelease watoto wangu warudi shule. How sad. Folks, it's just an election. We have one every 5 years. What's the big deal? But by far the most alarming development has been reports of leaflets being distributed in the Rift Valley 2-3 days ago, warning residents of dire consequences if they don't vote for a certain candidate from that area. Deja vu, deja vu. We're back to the Kanu days. These are Kanu tactics. So tell me, which of the two major presidential candidates is practicing KANU political tactics? I'm not going to tell you the answer. Answer that question for yourself. You know, it should break the heart of every Kenyan, every patriotic Kenyan, that any Kenyan should have to move or temporarily relocate or live in tension just because you're going to a general election. Elections come and go, but the nation Kenya remains. So what is the big deal? It should totally break your heart, though it's breaking mine, that in this day and age, 50 plus years after independence, when an election comes around, it is not business as usual. No way. You know, some people came up with a suggestion some time back about how we can fix this problem, so that when elections come around, we reduce on the tensions and they become very normal activities, just like any other major activity in Kenya. Just like a national holiday, for instance. Yeah, no big deal. And these suggestions were contained in a controversial proposal that should not have been controversial at all, called the BBI. And we were told the BBI was evil. We were told that the BBI was about looking for positions. There was no way it was going to sort out these tension manenos whenever elections come around. But now, those people who are telling us this thing cannot work have not given us an alternative. And here we are. The general elections are at our doorstep. And as usual, tension. What? Nani aliroga Kenya? If somebody comes up with a suggestion, please tell me. Should you not try out that suggestion and then it fails, rather than just shoot it down and say this will not work, we don't want, and then the problem remains, so that the person who is attempting to solve the problem is demonized? These people are looking for positions. It is not time for this thing. We should deal with other urgent matters. Have you dealt with those urgent matters? Have you brought suggestions about those urgent matters that you are talking about? It is so sad. It is so sad that so many Kenyans have been deceived. Educated people with brains between their ears have been totally deceived. All thanks to KANU-style politics. The kind of politics which says, unless the idea is from us, it is a bad idea. And then that side which is calling other ideas bad does not have any ideas of their own at all. Anyway, that is the state of affairs as we head towards the 2022 mother of all general elections, because that's exactly and precisely what it is. Now, just a quick heads up before I go. Weekly Intelligence Briefings number 8 is out, and it focuses on the very alarming reports, some call them rumors, that have emerged about what one side of the political divide wants to do. Now, I'm going to share with you a secret that has helped me over the years tremendously. When you get information, any information, it is important for you to establish the exact source of that information. Yeah, this may not be very easy all the time, but if you can establish the source of the information, it is important, because you'll then be able to try and figure out the motive for that source releasing that information. Because people don't give information just like that, especially in politics. They give information with a certain political objective in mind. And in my latest weekly intelligence briefings, this is what I've interrogated in great detail. It is a real eye-opener, so that any Kenyan who has been alarmed by these allegations and rumors about what one side of the political divide wants to do, a desperate measure to win the general elections, will end up with a very clear mind of what precisely is going on here. Yeah, especially when we're very close to the general elections. Now, I believe you can see details on your screens right now. In case you're not yet a member of my weekly intelligence briefings, please take advantage of this latest very good offer, special offer, and become a member of my WIB and receive all past WIBs, as well as this latest moto kuliko pasi ya makaa weekly intelligence briefings number 80. In conclusion, if you're in Kenya, continue to pray for our dear country, our dear motherland, and karada, be alert, and let us hope and pray for the best. Until next time, this is Kshs. Kumekucha.